How we doing? Bearded on point here, and today's topic is about something girls kind of have a superpower over guys about. That's your place, where you live, where you stay, where you sleep, where you crib at. The thing is, look, women or girls have been playing house since they were like kids. They would play house with little dolls and little teacups and little living room sets and TV sets and whatnot. They'll be playing games that involve them dressing up. So you see, girls kind of have like this huge advantage over boys in that sense because they play all those games that involve outfits and involve setting up a place, setting up a house long before they ever have to set up their own house. While for guys, we've got another we kind of we don't even think about any of that. And the problem comes is when you become an adult, when you're grown now, you're supposed to be uh, an adult. You're supposed to be adulting, as they put it, right? But you don't really think much about your place as much as you should. Some guys do. Some guys really thought about it and they on point. They got this lesson early and they set up an amazing space. But there's a lot of guys like me a while back. We didn't get that lesson. We and it's because when you're growing up, you got mothers and you got parents and whatnot. They don't really, apart from cleaning your room and sorting that out and garden work, you're not really the one responsible for making sure you're choosing lounge sets and making sure the colors match and whatever else. That's not typically a boy responsibility or a man responsibility, and that is why mistakenly a lot of us think it's the role of women to do these things, so we try to, even when we're bachelors and we ain't got nobody or we got somebody, we kind of expect the girl to kind of play that role. She should think about the couch. She should be the one thinking about how we gonna get that done. But women don't want to raise men. Women want you to be a grown man when they get to you. They want you to be there to be babysitting you, growing you up, helping you become a good and great man. She wants to find a great man when she gets to you. So that's why, at the end of the day, there's a disadvantage there for brothers because you could have a place that sucks. Man, I had a place. I mean, the place was not bad, but being the guy, I didn't think too much about things. I had this nasty little fridge. Man, I lost the keys to the bedroom, so I busted the door open and I didn't replace the lock, even though I had a lock already bought. I live here alone, man. I don't need to worry about that. But of course, what do you think your girlfriend's thinking when she comes by and there's a lock missing and she asks and you don't too embarrassed to tell her what happened was you lost the keys to the door? Those kind of things make her start feeling like, this brother ain't organized. This brother's disorganized, definitely. He hasn't got a plan. He's not put together. Do I really want a future with a brother that can't even replace a lock or his place is not organized? There's a lot of women out there who will say, yo, listen, get another couch. Get a new fridge, man. When you going to get a TV from this last 2 years or something? When you going to stop watching that thing? There are women who would do that. But there's a lot of other women who don't say that stuff because they feel it's not appropriate and it may be taken wrong or whatever. So they leave you in your childish state or your squalor or whatever it is, and just make the judgment. I'll give him time to see if he wakes up. He doesn't wake up, well, I got to get somebody who is awake, who is man enough, got his space in order, got everything, seems to have a plan for his life. It's not that you don't have a plan for your life. It's just that you just don't realize the symbolic importance of your place. To her, it means you got a plan for your future. For her, it means you got yourself together. For her, it means you're thinking like an adult. So that is why in this video I'm trying to tell you that you need to sort your place out. I don't care if you live in a good neighborhood or a bad neighborhood. When you go inside your house, what do we find? Do I find clothes on your couch? Do I find deodorants in the kitchen? Do I find pots from 3 months ago in your sink? Dirty floors, you forgot to flush the toilet, nasty bathroom, bed ain't done. What do you find when somebody comes into your house? Do they find that your couch is all torn and scratched up like you got 3 cats or something? You know what I mean? You've got to start thinking in terms of, if I was a woman making a decision. You know what? Look at it this way. You've always got to pretend that for women, The way your place looks is one of the most important things, and it's one of the key decision points for her to decide whether she's going to stay with you, get serious with you, or find somebody else. So if your place was like the one mine used to be, I'm not worried about it. I got that fridge from 10 years back. I don't worry about the fridge because it's just a fridge. I'm a guy, who cares about the bloody fridge? But for a woman, it says something. There's more to it, right? So at some point, you got to be like, you know what? You got to get that double door fridge. You simply get it. It's a nice fridge and it looks better. Trust me, I got one of those. It looks way better than my tiny ass little fridge that used to work, but it ain't a grown man fridge. It's not an adulting fridge. You got to change your bed. You got to change your sheets. You got to change your. In fact, you got to get a dining room set up in there if you got the space for it. You got to get a modern looking TV. You got to get new couches that look sexy, deluxe. You got to get your place needs to look like one of those magazine setups. When you're looking at stuff on Instagram, Architect Digest, or whatever, House and Home magazine, whatever they call it in your area of the world. If it looks like an interior designer was there, if it looks like a hotel space, you are going in the right direction. I can guarantee you, when a woman comes over to your place after you ask her to your place or whatever, she's going to be like, damn, this brother's serious. She's going to be attracted to your environment and want to be in that environment. So sometimes when a girl don't want to be in your environment, dude, it ain't because she just ain't feeling you per se. It's because your environment sucks. It's just a childish ass environment for her. You got video games lying all over the place. And in fact, if you're playing video games at this age, let me tell you something. Women don't take that stuff lightly. I ain't going to lie to you. She looks at the way she sees you playing video games. She imagines her dad playing video games. That just seems wrong, right? Same way. How this dude gonna raise kids? He busy playing video games all day, man. Ain't serious. What is he, a little kid? So you need to really look at your environment properly. You need to get into your house and do a proper analysis and say, you know what? I got to change my bedroom. You know what? I got to change my bathroom. You know what? I got to change my kitchen. You know what? I got to change my living room. I got to get a fish tank. I got to stop playing with the light. I used to have this light, which, I made this light, right? Which is to be used for for taking photographs with natural, with what you call it? Continuous light. But don't move. To leave it in the living room and just let it be the light that's always there. Because I can guarantee you, a woman comes in and looks at this funky creature, caterpillar, whatever nasty looking light, and she thinks, man, this guy's not serious. He's even making his own lights though. Why can't he buy a light? I wasn't thinking about it. I was not thinking about it at all, right? But I can tell you, that's a woman's mentality. This guy is he's just not serious about life. What the hell is that? Now, in my adulted state, I look at it the same way. I look at that light and think, you got problems, bro. You've got problems. And that's what I want you to understand and get out of this. You need to change it up right now, bro. If you got a girlfriend right now, she comes through to your place and your place is messy and it's all that, and she don't say nothing, it's not because she don't care. It's because she's just thinking to herself, I'm going to give him a little time to grow up. And if she don't see that stuff happening, she's going to assume you ain't never going to grow up. And she's going to go somewhere else. And you're going to be like, what the hell is going on with her? It's going to be one of the reasons is she just simply thinks you ain't serious about life. You ain't trying to be a married brother or a father or any of that. And the thing is, if you're a brother like me, smashing is all good, but there's a point where we all reach. Well, some of us anyway. I reached that point a while back. I said, you know what? I'm the marrying kind. I want to have a wife. I want to have the family. I want to have the kids. So I got to do the things that a married type brother should be doing. A grown brother should be doing. And that changes your entire perspective of how you take care of your life. You no longer go to your house and be like, man, I don't care about that fridge. You said, no. You got to pretend. It's like one of those things about, if you go back to the law of attraction or whatnot, if you look at it from a perspective of the concept of having what you want to have, versus wanting it, just having it in this state right now it's here. If you pretend that you already are a married dude, and you go into your house and you're looking around and you pretend there's an invisible wife, and you look at your fridge and you go, man, would my wife let me have that fridge? Hell no. So that fridge got to go. Would my wife let me have that washing machine? Oh, hell no. It's got to go. Would my wife like these kitchen cupboards? Nah. If I walked into a hotel, a good hotel with a good interior designer, would this be something I would be happy to see in the bedroom? If your answer is hell no, then you know you got some improving to do. But I guarantee you, if you put down the work, look, it's even this important. Let's say, for instance, you're single, right? You're a single dude, you're a bachelor, you ain't really got somebody who can say they playing that position of your main chick or whatever. You ain't got no fiance, none of that. If you got to chill out of the dating game for 6 months or even longer to get your place looking like a magazine cover, I suggest you do it. Because once you got it on point, the benefits, the returns in terms of you bring a woman home and she sees your place are far higher than if you sit there right now and say, I'm going to do it later. I'm going to get a couch and that's it. You need to start thinking like a man who already is married. Don't think like a dude who ain't married. Don't think like a kid who 21. Some dudes, man, they're at 22, they figure this out. Some guys figure this out at 25. Some figure it out at 37. Some figure it out at 47. But the point is, if you're watching this video right now and you're like, man, what's one thing I can do right now to improve my situation, increase my value as a man, and make me more attractive to women that come into my life, who do come to my house, who do see my space, right? The one thing you can possibly do, not even possibly, I'm using the wrong word. The one thing you can definitely do is you need to upgrade your place. You need to make your place look sexy. You need your place to be on point. Don't do none of that makeshift stuff. If you like me, you like messing around with car parts sometimes, you got tinkering with lights and you building light boxes that look like monsters from Power Rangers. Do not leave that stuff in the sitting room and use it as your main light. It is not cute. You think it's cute, but she thinks you're sick. You sick son of a, you crazy. You think I'm gonna marry your ass? That's what she's thinking. So I tell you right now, I warn you, you have been told, you have been informed. If your place is messed up right now, fix it. Get it made. Get it clean. Get it organized. If the maid can do that for you too, great. Get new furniture. Get things that look sexy and sophisticated. But not only is it good for women to come into your life, there's a point where when you come to your own house and it looks really good, man, there's a point you feel like, man, I'm a great guy. I'm a wonderful person. I'm going somewhere in life. I'm organized. It makes you feel more fulfilled and more accomplishing and more of an achiever than if you come home and you still got that bed that looks like you're 16, you know? You still got them bed sheets with cartoon characters on it. You need to stop all that, bro. You need to get some real curtains. You need to stop putting sheets over windows. That's nasty. Don't put sheets over windows, man. Brothers, stay doing that stuff. Don't put sheets over windows. Don't do that no more, man. You gotta stop yourself. You gotta organize your wardrobe. You gotta get hangers. You gotta get clothes organizers. You gotta have a bathroom that looks like there wasn't a pig that just came out of a mud bath, running through it, messing up the walls and doing all sorts of crazy things. You don't want that look. Look, yes, you could say, but I'm dating her. She should be able to tell me that she wants me to get a new fridge. And look, that's an ideal situation. But a lot of women don't play the game like that. They trying to raise you. They ain't trying to tell you what to do. They just want you to be ready and in the space she needs a future husband, future serious relationship guy to be in. And that's what you've got to be doing with yourself. So upgrade your space. If you got a girl right now, do this, man. Don't tell her about what you're doing. Get the maid in there to clean it up. Start changing the space up, upgrading it. I guarantee you, when she comes by the next time and she like, yo, this place is changing. What's going on? What's the deal? You let her know, man, you know what I realized? I'm a grown-ass man. And I deserve to have a space that looks like it belongs to a grown-ass man. I'm an adult. And you know what? I want to have a space that makes me feel like a real man. She ain't going to say it. But in the back of her mind, she's going to be like, oh my God, finally. Oh my God, he got rid of the caterpillar light. Oh my God, he's finally becoming a real man. I can finally just relax a little bit. He finally figured it out. Trust me, you need to do this for yourself and for your future. Until next time, this has been the Bearded One. Do more, be more, become more on your purpose, and make sure to furnish your house properly.